Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the General Collective Weekend Vibe reading. It is January 29th as I'm recording this. We currently have Sun in Aquarius, Moon is in Gemini. But it will be moving into Cancer within about maybe an hour. It's at 29 degrees and 14 minutes of Gemini right now. Since the last reading, everything has basically still been in the same place, but Neptune has moved into Aries. It's at about 0 degrees of Aries right now. I don't know, for some reason I was guided to use the Angels and Ancestor Oracle cards for this reading. And then I'll also be using the Psychic Tarot deck for this reading as well. Like I always tell y'all, take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that time as well as the energy is fluid. And the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. And we will be having the full moon in Leo. It's taking place on February 1st, so there will be a separate reading for that. But let's see what's going on as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend. What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, excuse me, as well as protection do you need as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend? I'm hearing is it from Greece? We go together. We belong together. That's the song I'm hearing right now. Yeah, we go together. Excuse me. Even though I'm hearing the song, I feel like that's something that someone has said or is saying to someone. Whether that's you saying it to someone or someone saying it to you. But it feels like conversational. I'm laughing because that's what my guy said, conversational. Yeah, I've maybe only seen the movie Grease maybe once or twice. I sang the song in chorus in high school. That's the only reason why I know it. But it was a song at the end of the movie, and they're all performing together. But let's see what's going on. Let's see. It makes me feel like, because they're dancing, like, and I want to say Grease was made into a musical, but I'm just seeing the main characters, John Travolta, and I don't even know that lady's name. What was her name? I want to say, was it Olivia Newton-John? I could be wrong. It sounds right. Oh, I don't know. Yes, her. Yeah, okay. I know a little something, something. Danny and Sandy. John Travolta was Danny, and Sandy was Olivia Newton-John. Okay, well, I'm seeing them two, dancing together, and it's making me feel like the energy of Venus and Mars. They are both in Aquarius right now, along with, the Sun and Mercury. Um, so this could be like, a masculine and feminine. I don't know. Like, it doesn't feel like someone's deciding to like, stake a claim of like, okay, we go together. It feels more like this is something that like has already happened. Like I said, if someone could have said this to you or you to them, but that's what it feels like. Yeah, because Venus is actually in just about an exact conjunction to Mercury right now. So I feel like if you're a feminine energy, this is something that you could have, you know, communication or what someone has said to you. Um, let's get one more so we can see it. And I feel like the masculine is like, I don't. It feels like they're about to take some type of action in regards to that. Like, like I can feel the masculine energy like ready to show up. I don't know if they're ready to like honor that, because it almost feels like a verbal contract. That's what it feels like, a verbal contract. And now this masculine is like ready to act on it. But let's see. Yeah, see? Excuse me. We have the stag energy at the bottom, which is masculine energy. And like I said, I can even feel off of this card like the energy of, the masculine coming forward. Like, I can almost see it moving. like, but it says trust and thrive. Trust and thrive. It's making me feel like a King of Pentacles, where like this masculine is finally ready. I'm even being drawn to like the earth tones on the card, just the colors, the greens, the brown of the stag, the antlers especially. And then we have the shaman, which says trust in higher forces. Yeah, I feel like there could be a masculine energy here that's being spiritually led to come forward. Because even like I'm getting like guided, especially like this looks like a compass to me down here, by, spirit or their intuition. And then look, like the antlers on both of these. Then we have the stargazer, which says set your sights higher. And that almost feels like that can just be here like representing Mercury, because I'm getting like a lot of mental energy as well. And then we have the Lord, which says take charge with authority. And this almost feels like the Emperor, which, the Emperor is, traditionally traditionally in tarot is Aries energy. But it almost feels like sometimes I can get like a earthy, like almost Taurus type of vibe. And that's probably why I'm feeling a King of Pentacles energy so strong with this masculine. And it doesn't mean that they have to be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, but it's almost like that is the energy they embody. And then I'm being drawn to the eyes as well. So this person could be very fixated. They could definitely be a Taurus or any of the fixed signs: Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Leo. Those are the fixed signs. But look at the eyes. It's like this person is honing in on something. In all the cards, like it's like, or something with like a gaze, or how they look at you, or if you're resonating as a masculine, how you, like, what you're focusing on right now. And then we have the snake here, which says shed old skin. And I feel like this is like, I'm automatically feeling like, you know how 2025 was the year of the snake. And you know, we had Virgo's still in the south node, but it feels like, yeah, this person is like almost moving into north node energy. They could have, you know, a north node in Pisces, where the north node is at right now. And now they're giving me Chris Brown's Warm Embrace. Shout out to Chris Brown, yo. You know, he's a Taurus, sun and moon. But it's almost like, yeah, because now I'm feeling like the energy of like wanting to, like, the sensation of touch could be important to this masculine. Or it may be something that is prominent, like, I don't know, it's like I'm getting something with the hands. Who is this, y'all? Because they could work with their hands. They could have like big hands, but I'm seeing hands. What's going on, Spirit, as it pertains to the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend? Yeah. So we have winter, which says take care of your needs. And we are currently, you know, in winter right now, if you're in the northern hemisphere. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have Medicine Mother. And that says honor your inner knowing. If you're a feminine energy, I feel like this is you. And even with this wolf energy, that still, like, it almost feels like that same masculine energy I was feeling, where they could be, you know, like looking to you. Or they could see you as like this medicine mother. You could be a healer for some of you. I feel like even if this wolf is, you know, even if this wolf is like tied to that masculine energy, it's almost like they've been, like, I feel like this masculine energy has been wandering. And they could even be using you as like a guide of some sort. Because what I'm hearing is the North Star, the North Star. don't know. I feel like you may be helping this person in some way. Because then, even with the shapeshifter, it says transform and unveil your gifts. And it's almost like you could be helping this masculine energy to like integrate. Or like you could have, you even if you don't know that you're doing that, whatever you're doing as this medicine mother, I almost want to say like keep doing it, because it's like it's almost calling this masculine energy forward. And it says high priest, we have the high priest, and it says intend and create. Yeah, it almost makes me feel like you being in this medicine mother energy has like created a change within this masculine. And y'all know how I feel about that word need, but I feel like right now, like, I don't even want to say it because I just don't like that. Like, but it feels like right now, if this masculine is coming forward, it's because they need you. For something, yeah, because even with the spirit fox and the white witch, the spirit fox says trust your talents in changing times, and the white witch says be the light. And I'm like, I feel like this is the feminine's energy coming through, where the spirit fox energy is like, yeah, like right now, like you could just be needed right now, even if it's not for just one specific masculine, for just the masculine energy to be like that beacon of light. Yeah. I don't know if you're like it feels like you're helping someone, like go through the transition from winter, spring, and then with summer here, it almost feels like the summer months could be significant, but it's almost like you're helping them to usher in this summertime energy, which says bask in joy and light. This feels different. Can I get another one, please, to go with this winter? Whoa. See, yeah. Then we have, here's the high priestess, which says harness mystic power. And then we have the sun, enjoy happiness and success. And I feel like this is the feminine energy. If you're resonating as a feminine, you could be like very highly intuitive. The high priestess is tied to that medicine mother energy as well. I feel like if you're resonating as the feminine energy, it almost feels like you're being highlighted in some way, especially with the sun here. It's also making me feel like for some of you, you could be like you're not. This masculine energy over here, it's like you're not like, and I mean, even in the depiction of the cards, like you're not facing that way. So I don't even think you're aware. Like, I don't want to say that you're not aware, because at a high priestess, like, but it almost just feels like this masculine energy is like someone who's not on your radar, Whether you know them or not, they're not on your radar, but you're on theirs. Because I'm feeling like that hyperfixation energy again, like them focused on you, and even the eyes in this wolf. It's at the bottom. Yeah, and then at the bottom of the deck we have the Hunter, which says track down your fears and desires. And I feel like this is even tied to the masculine energy where they could be just going through a process of like having to really confront their fears as well as go after what they want, like simultaneously. And for some of them, you are that for them. And I don't want to say like I hope like it's not that this person like they don't fear you. I don't want to like put it out there like that, but it's almost like your energy could be like a little overwhelming for this person. Not that it's anything wrong with it. You're just being you, but it could almost come off as a little like intense to the point where this masculine could be scared to approach, but with the hunter spirit here, it's almost like but they want to. Can I get one more to go with this winter card? Can you show me this why this winter card is here? So we have the water guardian coming out. Yeah, it's like this person needs like some type of, and it says connect with your emotions. This person like they could be I don't like these words, spirit. Cuz I was going to say thirsty. But I don't like that word, like thirsty. So spirit is like what? Parched? It's the same thing, I know, but yeah, it feels like this person is like lacking water. Whether that's, physically or spiritually. So their focus is like, I don't know if they need some hydration. I don't know. Like, this feels weird. Like, if they need to tap into their own, but it feels like they don't like. Wherever they're at in this winter, because I'm almost feeling like the Five of Pentacles, there's almost like a lack of water. And now they're giving me, water runs dry by the by Boys to Men. I don't know, y'all. This is different. But it's almost like this masculine energy needs to tap into their emotions in order to do this. Like they need to utilize, I'll say, what they're feeling. like in order to make this happen is what it feels like. But let's see. What's going on, Spirit? As it pertains to this energy and spread for the collective and the energy surrounding this weekend. Look at this. Look at the cards that just fell out. The Two of Cups, the Empress, and the Ace of Wands. And that's just speaking to the action that this masculine is ready to take. Or, you know, like they're like it's the desire is burning within this masculine energy to take action, to do something. What's going on, Spirit? Messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and the energies surrounding this weekend. Can I get one more? And I know I didn't say it before, but the bottom of the deck we have the drum here. And it's almost making me feel like the Wheel of Fortune. It says dream and journey. But I can also feel it as that Neptune and Aries and energy. Thank you, Spirit, because they're saying, you know, the beating of the drum, like almost as, you know, to signify like the time is now with Neptune and Aries. Because, you know, Neptune rules our dreams, our imaginations, our creativity, where Aries is that, you know, it's that cardinal fire. So it's, you know, creates and initiates and takes actions in a new way, because they're actually showing me the Fool card. And that's what I feel with this energy. Let me see, I don't know if I've ever had the drum come out before. Where is it? 122. So it says, for the drum, it says the message, dream and journey, the message, journey inwards to uncover insights and information that will be important for your path, then follow the guidance. In shamanic traditions in all four corners of the world, the drum is recognized as the main tool used by medicine men and women to direct their will and aid meditation. A drum beat can be hypnotic and send those listening into an altered state that can allow them to journey to the spiritual realms and meet their guides. When the drum card appears in a reading, there are opportunities for you to dream or to bring an inner vision to reality. And then it says the extended message. You are very connected to the other worlds at this time. The wisdom and intelligence of the earth and her magic surround you. The drum, which echoes the sound of Mother Earth's heartbeat, has cleared the cobwebs and dust from your inner vision. What have you seen in your dreams, and what you have seen in your inner dreams and inner vision is not imagination but guidance, particularly if it has been coming to you repeatedly and has the potential to become reality. Dreams come true. Know it and live it. And that's almost making me feel like what I said. Like for some of you, it almost feels like you're calling this masculine forward by your energy. And I'm almost getting like a very I wish there was a way, because I can hear the drums, and it's like I said, it's calling this masculine forward. And like, because they're giving me the saying, like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. This, whatever energy you're emitting or radiating as a feminine, this masculine is like they're picking up on it. And it's almost like, just like the description said, like I can feel like it's almost trance-like and pulling this masculine towards you. Not that you're intentionally doing it, but because, like, I don't know, it's like they need you for something, or you have something that they need, but it has to come by way of this masculine feeling what they need to feel. It comes by way of water or the emotions. I kind of want to read this winter card now too. Let's see. So, the winter card says, do everything you need to be at your best, then move beyond your fears and limitations. For many of the animal realm, winter is a time of hibernation and retreat. You may wish to curl up in a ball too, but although you may not feel as bright as you'd like to be, a primal force within is encouraging you to continue. The winter card features a wolf, one of the few animals that stay active all year round. Wolves know what it's like to work alone or thrive within a pack. So if you feel you need to go it alone at this time, know that wolf medicine will help you move beyond your insecurities and relax in your own space. Then we have the extended message, which says, you have an opportunity to move beyond your fears. Although you may feel in the dark, get comfortable with being in the unknown and trust that the light within you will sustain you through what may seem a challenging process. Ask yourself what you need to do to feel supported and alive. You may uncover something from your past that you have buried deep. Know that when you unearth it and shed light on it, you create space for miracles. You may feel like a lone wolf right now, but it's time for you to be the alpha. When the winter card arrives in a future position of a spread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming winter will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions. And yeah, that makes me feel like it's like this is very present for this masculine. But bottom of the deck, we have the rejoice and celebration, the Three of Cups, which is like, sometimes it could be looked at as like reconciliation. It could be looked at as, coming together, partying, joining with, like-minded people that, share some type of emotional connection. But then up under that, we have the Three of Swords, which is indicative of a separation. No matter what type it is, a breakup, whether it's work, home, whatever the case may be. But then under that, we have the disruption, which is the Tower card. And then we have the Devil, which is temptation in this deck. and the Eight of Wands. And then see, there's that no, like, I know it's not. It may even be the North Star, but that energy, that star energy, with the Eight of Wands. But this feels like, yeah, someone is ready to they're giving me so much music in this, just in this one reading. It's unbelievable because now they're giving me Alicia Keys. Have you ever tried sleeping with a broken heart? Because it feels like someone is wanting to like mend some type of separation here with the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords. Because it's almost like with the Tower and the Devil card, this person like broke free from something that was keeping them stuck, bound, even restricted, limited. But this energy lets me know that it could have even been the separation itself that caused a Tower moment that this masculine was trying to like almost resist. But it's almost like, and trying, like, the Tower is inevitable, but in trying to resist it, it caused like the pressure, it like, to resist this Tower moment ended up like, it's almost like, I feel like a volcano exploding. But in that, this person was able to break free and set themselves free from the devil energy. Whatever it is, whether it's people, places, things, thoughts, habits, addictions, whatever this devil energy is for them, they broke free from it. And they could have been in, isolation or a period of solitude with the Hermit here, because that's what this represents in this deck. And now it's almost like, yeah, they're ready to like start fresh, begin again with the Ace of Pentacles and the Temperance card. They're ready to it's almost like this person learned moderation. They could have been doing something too much with the Three of Cups that caused the separation as well. But now it's like, now that they're on the other side of it, you know how they say, like, in order to heal, you must feel this person in this energy. They could still be in this process, but it's almost like they're like ready to come out from this process. Like they're ready to, nurture something. It feels like with this Ace of Pentacles and the Temperance, like ready to, like, I feel like take their time. This person could have been someone who, like to rush through things. I'm getting that energy as well. But let's see, Spirit. Can I get one for this winter energy? Why is this winter energy here? Yeah. The Hierophant. They learned. It's wisdom coming out. Yep. And I almost want to say, like, they get it now. And this is the Sun card in this deck, the white. And like I said, where the feminine's focus is already on this Sun energy, this masculine is like now just like, it's almost like it's just now coming into their awareness. Yep. Thank you, Spirit. And as I say that, we have the Sun with the third eye chakra. And it's almost like with the World here, it's like causing them to, They've completed, you know, some type of cycle. But it was like, it's almost like this was something that they had to do on their own. With the Four of Swords here, the rest and rejuvenation. Like they had to go through this period of isolation, of, you know, possibly, you know, just being by themselves or sitting by themselves in order for this to happen. Can I get one for the Water Guardian? Why is the Water Guardian here? And sometimes you just gotta sit with it. You gotta sit with you know, sit with your feelings. Because a lot of people that, you know, are constantly moving, you know, it's because they don't want to feel. And then we have the Two of Cups coming out for the Water Guardian. Yeah, I feel like for some of you as a feminine, this your energy is this Water Guardian as well. But either way, they had to reconcile within themselves emotionally in order to, you know, be able to do it with you. And in that process, it's almost like they're, I don't know why I'm getting like the Avatar. This is the second time it's come up because it came up in the last reading. That energy, because they would do this with their heads, if I'm not mistaken, like put their foreheads together. But it's, you know, it almost gave them like a recognition where they could have tried to, you know, kid themselves. They could have tried to, with the Five of Swords, like conflict and defeat, like they could have tried to fight it, but it ended up like it's almost like they were not able to. It's like they tried to fight against their intuition, what their spiritual guidance was trying to tell them and show them. It's like they tried to resist it. Can I get one for this Wisdom and the Two of Cups spiritual union? But we have the throat chakra now coming out. And this person could be coming forth and communicating that to you. Because it's almost like with the Nine of Pentacles, they're ready for it. Yes, very much so. With the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, yeah, they're ready for it. And walking away from what no longer emotionally was serving them. It was almost like what wasn't emotionally serving them was them ignoring their emotions. Can I get one more, please? So they had to sort it out with the Temperance card. That, you know, that's just moderation. That's, you know, not doing too much, you know, not going overboard, not under, you know, doing things as well. But it's also a card of spiritual, like almost like divine intervention. And, you know, Temperance is the only card that can trump the Devil. And then we're back with the Tower and the Devil card here. Can I get one more, please? The throat chakra and patience. Because the Temperance can also be a card of reconciliation as well. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like this person could, you know, even say, like, I love you, like they love you. Or you them, however this is resonating for you. Because, like, and that's probably why I got this song. Because this energy is something that just goes together. And not even, like, in a mushy way. But this is how things happen sometimes. Then the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this person was what's the word? They were kind of unbudging, like very stubborn and rooted in their ways. But it's almost like through this process they're seeing that this is, it's like having a change of perspective. Like honestly, like what I was avoiding, or what I've been missing, or whatever the case may be, was actually what I needed, that would have, grounded me. But it's almost like they didn't trust it, because this could be someone with the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, like someone that needs to, see something before they believe it. And it's almost like that was their mistake. They should have just, allowed, like, trusted the process. Can I get one for the High Priestess and the Sun? Yeah. And now we have the Nine of Swords, the suffering and silence. And I feel like, and honestly, look, and then we have the High Priestess at the bottom. So I don't even feel like this is the feminine energy. I think this is like how the masculine is feeling in regards to this feminine energy, because it's almost like they withdrew like attention, like they like removed themselves. They could feel it though. But it's almost like this feminine energy had to, they had to close the door. They had to hold the boundary and stand their guard. We have the High Priestess with the Six of Swords and the Seven of Wands, which says intuition, moving on, and stand your ground. Yeah, this feminine energy had to hold the boundary. And if you see, like in the Nine of Swords, this energy is like trying to look at, like, the sun is coming up. The sun is in full view for this feminine energy over here. I'll get another one though. Can I get another one? For this High Priestess and the sun. Too many. Yeah. The Five of Swords. Yeah, well, see, and it's the masculine energy. Like, they were playing, like, it was like this person, like, they could have played mind games to, exert a sense of authority or control over this feminine, but they I hate to say it like this, but this feminine energy, like, demolished them. Because they don't, like, a High Priestess don't play mind games. And that's what this is. This person had no peace with the Nine and the Five of Swords here. And this feels like they were just, this was all like internal for this masculine energy. Yep. It's like they know better now. As the Emperor with the Magician, like, it's almost like an abuse of power. That this person realized that they were doing. They were abusing their power. And it's almost like just because you can doesn't mean that you should. And that's what I'm feeling off of this Emperor and the Magician card. But they know better now. They know better now. Because it's almost like an energy of, like, this person wanted to, like, take the sun. Or they wanted the sun all for themselves. But with the Six of Pentacles and the Sun card here, it's like, no. This is why I feel like the energy of this person being dry. If you stay out in the sun all day, all the time, like, even the sun sets sometimes. And I believe I have a reading titled that I've done months ago, probably even a year or two ago now. But this person, like, they just wanted to constantly be, like, technically in the sun, and it's almost like they dried up. Can I get one more, please, for this energy? Yeah, they didn't make the right choice. And yeah, they did not make the right choice. They were just solely, with the Seven of Cups here, choose wisely. They were just solely focused on what it was that they wanted. This is that taken energy. Give me one more, please. Selfish. Can I get one more for this Nine of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Seven of Cups? Reminiscent now because of the choice they made, like with the Six of Cups, thinking about the water that they had, and it's like, oh shit, that's what I was doing. That's what I did. Yeah. They could even want to communicate in regards to what their past actions were. But it's almost like they know, like, for some of you, that's what caused you to, like, and I feel like that's probably what they're saying. Like, the way I acted was, like, I know the way I acted was the reason why you walked away. Like, because it's almost like I'm hearing a conversation. But it's almost like what they chose everything, like, they chose everything but the water that they needed. And it's almost like, so they only can, like, reminisce about it. Because in between the 7 and the 6 is the ace that's over here. But it's like, oh, like I said, they get it now. Can I get one more, please? And I know we're about to have that full moon and Leo. We have the Six of Wands. Yeah, because it's just like they just want, like, this person could have just wanted to be seen, or, you know, it's almost like with the Six of Wands and the Seven of Swords, like their ego just being in the driver's seat. Their ego was the driving force behind their actions. And thinking that, like, it's almost like this person thought that they were going to get away with it too, but look at where it left them. The Four of Cups. And even if this has nothing to do with their, like, with another person, this is just all this person, from the 6 to the 4, it left them disconnected from themselves, because the 4 to the 6 is the 2. Both from the 9 and the 5 to the 7 is the Two of Swords. So it's like they didn't want to face reality. It's like they, like, it may feel like to this person, like, this feminine shut them out, but it's almost like they shut themselves out. Because they weren't them, like, I feel like saying that they weren't themselves. So they kind of feel like on the outside of things. And just within their own life, like there was no connection to anything. What's the mutual energy between these two, Spirit? And I was just getting ready to say, like, fives are important. And it's the Five of Pentacles, which I felt over here. And this person is needing to overcome this obstacle and challenge. They already walked away from the devil. Now they just need to get to the other side. Give me one more. They turn their back on the devil energy, whatever it is or was. But what's on the other side? Look what tried to come out. The Wheel of Fortune, which was this drum energy that I felt it immediately off of that drum energy. But what's on the other side of this? Spirit. The Five of Pentacles. We have the the Five of Wands. This is the Eight of Pentacles. Even still, it's obstacles and challenges, but it's, you know, conflict. With the Five of Wands, it feels internal, but like I said, it feels like it wants to be like this person wants to resolve it. They want to resolve the conflict because it's causing inner turmoil for them. They don't want to avoid it anymore because the Eight of Pentacles could be a card of, you know, avoidance as well, but it's also the energy of putting in the work, because if this is the state that they're in, I wouldn't want to be in that space either. I wouldn't want to feel, you know, like I missed an opportunity, or even if they rejected something, because that's, you know, emotionally rejected, the Ace of Cups. It's like the same type of feeling. Like they're just not happy. But it's almost like I can see you as this energy. If you're the feminine energy, like you're not budging. You're holding the boundary. But here it is. It's almost like the wheel is waiting to turn. With the Wheel of Fortune, which is destiny, and then the Two of Pentacles. And I don't feel that you're resisting as a feminine energy. What's the resolution, Spirit? Let's see, and then we'll grab the guidance and advice. I can't make this shit up. The Lovers. I can't. I cannot. This is funny. Hilarious. It almost feels like an honest conversation. Can I get one for this Lovers? Why the Lovers? Why the Lovers? We have the Nine of Wands. And then, yeah, an honest conversation. And the Ace of Swords. Because that's what, you know, the Lovers is a decision, but it's also like a spiritually guided connection. And y'all know I don't care too much about like all this spiritual connection stuff, but we're all here to meet the people that are supposed to help us elevate. And like, it doesn't have to be romantic. This could be like going on within a friendship or a family ship, whatever the case may be. Or however it goes for you, you fit it how it applies for you. I want to read this Lovers card. Where is it? It's a major. Because I can even feel like with the Nine of Wands coming out, like you both have been, like it's almost like being, like you were both spiritually tested throughout this connection. So it's almost like, you know what, let's talk about it. Well, look, the Ace of Swords with the Judgment card. Now, in certain situations, because I can almost feel like with that Ace of Swords, the Judgment, the Six of Wands, it's almost like certain things can be, can be water under the bridge, but not everything. So you have to use your own discernment, because that's what I feel like. You got to use your own discernment. That's all I can say, and I'm going to leave it at that. But it says the Harmony card. This card signifies the possibility that a deep spiritual initiation, partnership, or union is taking place at this time or is manifesting for the future. This doesn't always necessarily represent a love affair of the heart, but could signify other forms of relationships in your life, whether they're personal or business related. Remember, not all partnerships have to be one-on-one. They can be forged with a group, an organization, a pet, or even an incident or situation. The Harmony card is calling to let you know that it's time for you to make choices in certain relationships. The bonds you form with others are really about you, even in the most difficult situations. They're meant to be mirrors for you, always reflecting back what you need to see. Ask yourself, what am I learning from this relationship? What new qualities am I developing? Is this partnership for my highest good? How can I make it stronger? Are we teaching each other? What have I discovered or am I still uncovering about myself through this union? Are the people in my life empowering and encouraging me to be all that I can? Within every relationship, there's an encoded lesson that you hopefully gleaned on, or in some cases, one you still need to learn from. And the traditional tarot archetype is the Lovers. So yeah, I believe like there was this wasn't a loss. Even though it may feel like that way for the masculine, I don't feel that it was a loss. I don't like this Nine of Wands here, but the reason I say I don't feel like it is a loss because it showed the feminine. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, y'all, because it just came to me like this connection, whatever it is, romantic, friendship, whatever the connection is, it doesn't matter. But it showed this, like, I don't want to say force, but it showed this feminine how to exert her masculine. If you're, if you resonate as prominent feminine energy, and it showed this it showed the I can't get it out. It showed the feminine, the power of the masculine within, and it showed this masculine, the power of the feminine within. That is what brings the balance. When you know how to utilize both energies in the right way, it creates this harmony. Now, when that happens within us on the inside, it can only manifest on the outside. And it's almost like with this Nine of Wands being here, like I said, it's almost like, the Nine of Wands is a card of, it's looked at as like the wounded warrior type of energy. And a part of me feels like even now, having that realization, doing, with what I just said, it's saying like almost like it's safe to cut this Nine of Wands out. It's safe to get rid of that, that hesitancy, that walking around like, well, I done been through this. I don't want to go through this. Like, it's time to release that. Because, like, not for nothing, like I always say, we all been through shit. It may not have been the same exact way, but if you walk into every situation thinking about what you've been through or what you're going through, you're kind of shortchanging yourself, and you're shortchanging that other person, because they shouldn't have to pay for the mistakes of your past, just like you shouldn't have to. They shouldn't have to pay for the mistakes of your past. And I've never for myself, like, I've never understood that concept. And I always tell guys, like, If I was still hurt or wounded or unhealed from the situations that I've been through, I wouldn't even entertain you. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna. I'm when I walk into situations, friendships, any type of relationship, that whether it's one on one or not, I don't come in there with like preconceived notions or having my guard up because what I've been through. Nah, I give you the chance to show me who you are, because even if you don't believe it, or if you're not used to getting the real people, like the real person from themselves, or you've been in interactions where people wasn't who they are, that's not me. And I'm not going to pay for that because that's what you're used to. I'm not that. Like, I've never been, and that's wrong. Like, to me, that doesn't even feel right, to be like, to meet somebody new, and constantly, even no matter how I'm acting, if I'm acting a certain way, that means I'm not being myself with you, because I'm acting this way just to see how you're gonna act or react or respond to me because of what I've been through. That's wrong. And that feels wrong, to not let you have your own shot to either prove me right or prove me wrong. And it's not even about proving me right or wrong. It's just about, are you gonna be you or not? I don't understand why it's so complicated like this. I've never understood that. And it kind of, like, for a while, like, it deterred me away from just talk. Like, I don't even want to interact with no guys, like, but I no man is an island. No matter how much I enjoy myself and the company of myself, I know that no man is an island. So, I don't know. I don't know. I just get through it the best way that I can. But just know that I'm not in the search for anything. Like, I'm not looking for nothing, because I'm full of myself, and not in an egotistical way. I'm satisfied with me. And it's so much so, like, to the point, like, I'll tell guys, like, guys, will ask, or, people will ask, even if you may have been asked, like, oh, well, what are you looking for, or like, how do you want me to be? No, I don't want you to be any way that's not like you. The only thing I ask is that you be who you are. Show me that, and then let me, whatever happens. But don't try to act one way for me, and definitely don't try to be something that you're not. Like, don't do that. Like, that's it's just not cool. It's actually very weird. But I can't say that, like, I don't get it. That's one thing I can say I don't get. But that's what this is. Thank you, Spirit. You came through. Thank you. So let's grab the guidance and advice. What's the guidance and advice, Spirit? Yeah, it's like you have to. Like, look at how these cards came out, the same exact way. Like, and we have the Medicine Mother coming out with the Summer. And it's like, now I'm getting so much, like, this is also saying that feminine energy can also be strong. It can, it's not always like, it doesn't have to, be subtle, or it doesn't have to be dimmed down. Like, it's almost like like, I feel like this is a display of the how strong the feminine energy just in itself, not a person, but just that energy, when it's harnessed the right way and utilized at its maximum capacity, how it's healing for everybody, not just a masculine, not just, like, it's necessary to allow feminine energy to do this and be this. Because that's where life comes from. Like I could talk about this for days, but I'm not. But that's the guidance and advice, the medicine mother. I get one. All right, let's see. And it's the honoring of that for both this masculine and the feminine. Oh, where is she? The medicine mother. Oh my God, all of these. Okay, there she is. So it says, the medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. Take action. Do what you know you need to do. About this card, mother always knows best, they say, and it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful, and this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes. And it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world, it's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you aren't here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. Let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. And then it says, extended message. There is an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been delaying tactics, you may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next one will be presented to you. And I definitely feel like that extended is for the masculine energy. Hold on, y'all, because let's see. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm excited for the Leo full moon. I'm excited to see like what it's gonna be. Like, I'm excited. But it's like with the two of pentacles at the bottom, it says movement, choices, and decisions. You have to choose to stand in your power or not. I want to get one for this high priestess. Can I get one for this high priestess? They have the Two of Swords. Like, every time I ask for this energy, it's like I'm not getting the energy of the high priestess. But it's almost like just saying, whoever didn't see you clearly, they certainly will now. With the Two of Swords, the mental conflict, and the Moon card here, which is the shadow. And they're going to want to take action via the sacral chakra to, like, again, here's that Three of Cups, to like mend fences, to like want to start over. Use your discernment is all I can say. Because it's almost like a spirit is not allowing me to see this feminine energy. Ah, thank you, Spirit. Because they just said you're not seen, you're felt. The Chariot. And this could even be for people that are like wondering or trying to figure out what you're doing or where you're going. And it's almost like, I'm headed towards what's for me as the feminine energy with the Chariot and the Nine of Cups. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with doing what's best for you. And some people may not feel like they can catch up to you, but it is what it is. But as always, y'all, I thank you all for tuning in with me. I definitely hope that this resonated for you, and if not, it just wasn't your story, and that's fine. I hope that, everyone enjoys their weekend. I hope that everyone, is safe. And I will see y'all on the next one. All right? Later.